Was it this round? Day 3?
Oh, yeah, that
Day
is this
4?
round. That is this round. It's Vigente. Vigente versus the undead team, which is... Give me... Oh, wait, no, that's Chaos. That's Nurgle, is it? I thought it was undead. Come on.
I found it.
Yeah,
Seven
versus
Blades
Fallen
versus
Glory,
Seven
Sins.
Sins.
Yep. The
Alright.
Amazons have 4 rerolls and Apothecary, and they won the Fame roll. And Fallen Glory has 3 rerolls, no Apothecary, which obviously you can't have an Apothecary with Nurgle.
Alright, I'm just loading up the game from my side.
That's fine. I'm just going through the setup, and I'll pause it when the kickoff happens and wait for you.
Excellent. So setup, other setup.
You were watching the other way. You just saw the spoiler hider moving a bit, but you didn't see anything behind it. Hooray! Also, you love the spoiler hider. Yep, I
just
made
saw
that myself.
The kickoff event.
So did I. Throw a rock. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dear.
not just a throw a rock, but a throw a rock of the Amazon in the backfield who was supposed to go and get the ball, the thrower.
And it's an injury.
And she's broken.
Used the Apothecary. So that's an Apothecary before turn 1.
Yeah, but an Apothecary on a badly hurt positional is definitely a good choice.
Yep. And also...
Basically, what I tend to do with 11 players and an Apo is just Apo the first badly hurt. Or if you've made it to the second half without one, Apo the first KO instead.
Yep. I do see that. Though it depends on what team you're playing. If you're playing something that has very valuable players but not so valuable linemen, you obviously don't want to waste the Apothecary on anything but those valuable players sometimes.
It's not really a waste though, is it? Wow, the Amazons are rolling pretty poorly.
Especially
so far.
since that throw a rock, they have the fame, which means the throw a rock had to work that little bit harder to get thrown at them.
Yeah, because no one likes Amazons.
I actually don't mind them. I haven't had any bad experiences against them myself. I've had a very good experience where I beat them with a Snotling only team.
Okay, maybe I'm just a misogynist. That could be. I'm not really.
No, you're obviously it's just you, disgusting chauvinist. I can just see you looking at those Amazon pixels.
Yeah, I think I also tend to scare off women gamers from my community quite regularly.
Really?
It's a thing. No.
Okay. I was legitimate, like, because I think most of my chat, my vocal people in chat, are female. Like, I have a lot of lurkers, and I know some of them because I talk to them in the Discord. And most of them are guys, but most of the people who are vocal in chat on my stream are females.
Yeah, they're pretty. So my stream is I don't know, 99% people who are just there for Blood Bowl. And Blood Bowl tends to be a very male-dominated hobby.
I have noticed. Well, actually, all of the girls that watch me end up coming into chat, go, "Oh, you're playing Blood Bowl and not something else," and then go somewhere else because they're not a fan of watching Blood Bowl.
Yeah, it does seem to be more of a guy thing. So I'm actually happy that there's a couple of really cool gamer chicks out there who do enjoy the stream. And,
so that really stupid on that Beast of Nurgle is going to be annoying for Fallen Glory. Like I just don't like the Beast of Nurgle personally.
Oh, it's awesome! It is excellent.
I know that a lot of people say that, and I don't disagree that it is awesome for people who use it well. But for some reason, I've been unlucky with my Beasts of Nurgle. Oh, another really stupid 2 in a row.
It could be very crucial in a matchup like this if it can tie up those two guard blitzers, for example. That would be amazing. Which is probably where it was trying to go.
Yeah.
but
yeah, he keeps.
then it saw its own tongue and it started playing with it and forgetting what it was doing.
Yeah, as they tend to do. But you gotta love them. Look at them. Yeah, and
Did you know that the first beast of Nurgle was originally a cat?
Yes, kitten. Or was it? I always call my beast of Nurgle Snuggles or Paws or just various
Excellent.
kitty names.
Ew, Wrath is filthy. We don't want to be near Wrath.
Yep.
So, of course, resorting to handoff plays is not or barely an option for the Amazons, simply because of the disturbing presence all over the field.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to have to run past, and the Nurgle are going to do their best to prevent that from happening. And a big part of that will be the dumb beast. That's 3 in a row.
3 in a row. So that's this is my experience with Beasts of Nurgle. I've had a few Nurgle teams with Beasts of Nurgle, and every time this is my experience. The most I've gotten was the entire first half. It really stupided every single turn for the entire first half. And that was, I just went, I'm done, I'm not using them.
We do see a Mighty Blow POW, but the armor holds, which must be a disappointment. Because you really want to treasure those POWs if you're playing against Amazon. Oh,
I've found that Amazon, their armor value 7 is made of titanium, while, say you're using... I use Chaos usually. My Chaos Warrior's armor value 9 tends to be tissue paper against them.
Well, I mean, yes, armor 7 can succeed, but it's also just that the frustration doesn't come from the failed armor rolls so much as the frequency which you get to make one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice touchdown animation, though.
And to say it.
The ref does not agree.
Nope. And they're off. But they do have that bench, though they are now using both of those because they've got 2 permanent removals.
Yep.
And it is...
Wait, didn't she app out... No, she app out the... I think Vigenti actually app out the thrower, and this is a visual bug. So the thrower will be back for the second drive.
Okay. I thought the Apothecary thrower went Apothecary into injury still.
No, it was actually a badly hurt when he chose to use the Apo. So it went to a 6, but he chose the initial badly hurt, which means she should be back.
Okay.
So the fact that we see her in the injury box is just a visual bug, I think.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, we'll see, won't we?
Yes, Kumo, I did indeed mean a nice fouling animation. If I said touchdown, then I'm an idiot.
But I tried to just keep going and hope. I saw the comment and was like, but maybe if we just keep talking like nothing happened, they'll think that they were wrong.
No, Kumo is very, very rarely wrong. He usually agrees with me.
Oh, I see. And I mean, well,
Yes,
you have been right
seems to
mostly,
be
so
right.
I actually, the entire time so far. I am actually a very novice Blood Bowl player. I enjoy the game, and I think it is very cool. I sort of got known for playing unconventional teams. My favorite team being the Line of Linemen. It is a entire team of human linemen that has won 85% of their games, and they've played.
Oh, that is a filthy dodge from that catcher.
Oof!
Just going 4+3+ out there.
But then a 4+3+, both 2 6s.
Yep.
So I really wonder if Fallen Glory is going to end up tilting by the end of this.
Well, probably, because just the behavior of the beast is so annoying. What I would expect to see him do is free up the beast by getting a block with that rotter and then shoving the beast in front near the guard and the one next to it.
Now, he seemed to have gone for a hit with the beast against the guard. Who has freed the rotter instead.
Yeah, but he needs that beast to be near the ball to make sure he can affect the play everywhere.
But I think, again, he's gone for maybe a tilt hit by going, I want to just hurt that blodge guard. So he went for the Mighty Blow, which did not pop, unfortunately. See, what I find is, what I do in Blood Bowl is I enjoy the slight psychological games, trying to... Well, I don't actually talk to my opponent much, apart from good luck, have fun, but making moves that would make my opponent upset. Like, making red die blocks, but my line of linemen has 6 rerolls. It's got reroll bloat, but it works. Or using a reroll every turn.
Have you been playing these in Call by any chance?
Call? Again, novice. Is that the Cabal Vision on?
The open ladder, yes.
Yes, it is the open ladder. I do have one in the champion ladder at the moment, though it is not as hasn't had as many games. Though it is winning. My first level up, one of my first level ups was an Agility Plus, which is what you need in the line of linemen. Not doing well.
Yeah. The thing is, the level of play in Cole is on average so poor that I wouldn't I wouldn't focus on that too much. Because when I heard you say, "Oh yeah, I've got 85% win rate with human linemen," I was like, "Wow, that's impressive." But if it's in Cole, then the chance of running into someone who's very inexperienced or simply willing to concede on turn 1 if things don't go their way, it's
I will have to admit
that
they have had, I think, 2 games that someone has conceded like turn 1 after making a crappy block or something, and I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. It also ruins the meta of the game a lot, because you wind up with killer teams that get very, very easy wins, because all they have to do is show that they're a killer team, and the opponent will concede.
I have a strong
skill way too easily.
Injury on Pestigor, the ball carrier Pestigor.
Lust
Regenerates.
is no more.
Right, the regeneration got him back up, but he's going to be out for this particular drive.
Well, he's probably not going to miss sure hands for these next 2 turns, but it does poke a nice hole in the formation that the Amazons might be able to take advantage of. But of course, Disturbing Presence is still going to make that very, very difficult, because they only have 1 scoring threat, don't they? The Amazons have only 1 player who can score from here. 2, 4, 6, 8, yes. Which means as long as he the first thing, you don't blitz with the beast, you get your Disturbing Presence towards where the scoring threat is, so that they can't hand off. That is your priority.
But that's not what they're doing. They could still move.
Tentacles next to the ball is nice too.
They could still move someone next to it.
Not if you double skull and fail your loner.
Ooh. No, I mean, yeah, you don't. I'm not saying to do that. I don't condone blitzing with the Beast of Nurgle. I don't. As I said before, thanks to my experiences with it, I don't condone using a Beast of Nurgle in general. I think everyone else who I've seen use it does it fantastically. It's just not for me. I prefer playing Lizardman and my human. I just like human teams. At the moment, I'm making a fun team where I get a Chaos team, but use mutation to make them into... they're called the Elven Chaos. And it's a Chaos team where I'm using mutations to turn them into complete... Like, every single member is going to be a ball, like, passing, carrying, throwing, and, like, they're not allowed to take attack skills. They're not allowed to take, you know, block or claw or mighty blow or piling on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had a Chaos team which was not allowed to take Claw, Mighty Blow, or Piling On, or Dirty Player, so no damage skills. But
Disturbing Parents made that.
I wound up with I think. So you definitely want to make GFIs there. Why are you 6+ passing that? He just had no idea Disturbing Presence was a thing. Oh, poor Vigenti.
Oh.
2 GFIs would have made that a 4+ pass instead of a 6+ pass.
No rerolls. What was the actual roll? Would it have succeeded? The pass was no, it was 3. No, it doesn't. And the catcher is out. MNG. Not that it matters in this Resurrection League, but
well, I'd say Vigenti deserved that for that massive oversight. I mean, you've got these huge orange squares going on the pitch.
Yeah, Surf served. Oh.
Oh.
And Sloth, wow, a Nurgle warrior was knocked out while the dainty Amazon got a stun.
Well, let's see, because turn 8 KOs can be very, very inconsequential, of course. Because he might not miss a single turn.
Well, only time will tell. And they are both still out. So that Nurgle, did they have any bench? 1, 3, 9, no they didn't. Oh no, they did, they had 1 bench, so they're down 1 player, that 1 player being a warrior, which is not something you want to be missing. Yeah.
And
especially when it's your drive.
As you can see, the thrower made it back out of the injury box and onto the pitch.
Ah. Ooh. Oh no, that's the catcher, right? The catcher that just got injured. Yes.
Exactly.
Silly
Where are we
visuals.
at now? Because we need to synchronize a little, I think.
I am just in the setup. I'll pause at the kickoff event for second half.
Alrighty. Let's do that.
Oh.
Oh, that's not the kickoff.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. Or are you just watching the stream?
No,
There we
I'm I'm trying to find the right spot to go to.
I'm at the kickoff now.
Alrighty. Yeah, me too.
All right, press and play. You're a Lizardary. You're a Lizardary. Second ladies get an extra reroll.
And double skulls. Awesome, awesome start for the Nurgle.
Oh, oosh. And there's that reroll used. And that's unfortunate for the Nurgle, because they only have 3 while the ladies have 5.
Yeah, and I mean, they had blocks, so it's not like a both down would have been a turnover as well. It's really, really tough.
The hit's going off.
Of course, with this deep kick, you might be worried about the ball. Hey, there's an Amazon gone. That's what we love to see.
Crunch. Injury. Line woman down.
Normally, with a deep kick like this, you would be a bit worried about the Amazons rushing, or the opponent rushing forward. But with a team as slow as Amazons, there's less to worry about, because they can't really pressure the ball in 2 turns. So even if you fail the pickup, you're kind of okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I do think it was sensible to focus on the line instead of trying to go back and get the ball or something.
Yeah, I always leave the ball pickup till last.
Well, always is such a big word.
Oh, yeah.
There are definitely situations in which it becomes so crucial that you can't afford to, say, use a reroll on the blocks.
Oh, like if you're versing Skaven or High Elves or something.
For example, yes. When the ball is in the kind of really, really awkward spot where you know that if you fail the pickup, you're in deep, deep trouble and you don't have sure hands. So
and there's another.
You know that you're going to need that reroll.
Removal for the Nurgle. Sinner number 4.
I think the Amazons have got a really, really good shot at this now, because they're playing... Well, no, the Nurgle did get a removal as well. So it's 11 versus... No, 10 versus 9 now?
Yeah.
That should be right.
10 versus 9. Because the Nurgle started... Oop, failed going for it. But they've got all those rerolls. I always think when I'm versing someone, it's always beautiful to see that double red die on a going for it or something like that. Like just a silly roll that doesn't look like it's... They didn't expect it to fail. They were like, oh yeah, it failed once. I've got my reroll, I'm okay. And then they fail again. And you just see that moment where they do nothing for about 30 seconds while they're just sitting there staring at their keyboard in rage. And another really stupid by that Beast of Nurgle. So that is, I believe, 5 or 6 this game. Can you link his calendar here? Sure, go for it. Go for it, Kuma Stern. It's not my rules, it's CMon, so he's not even here, so there's no one. Go for it, do whatever you wish. And I'm going well, and how are you doing, Sage? Squidgy wishes to know. Squiggy.
Hey there, Squiggy. Yeah, quite alright. Alright. So I had the game in my calendar for 10 because that's when I expected we would be done here roughly. But when I told Andy I'd be ready somewhere between 10 and 11 my time, his response was, well, then I'll pop on at 11 so we can get started straight away. Basically saying, it's okay, you can do the waiting. Oh, snakes on the GFI
Yeesh.
for a sack. That must hurt the
That's
Amazons.
exactly what I was talking about before. Oh dear. And at double sixes on the armor roll. Luckily it wasn't on the injury, but it's always...
He just took his dice cup and flipped it over.
Yep, it's always frustrating when you see that, when it's like double ones on the thing you need to do, but double sixes on the armor roll. Alright. And going for the touchdown. No? Oh. Oh, that's right, because it's... Yep, I just realized how I'm looking at this. I thought they had to go up. Wait, do they have to go up? No, I don't know.
The Amazons are going that way.
Yep, okay. Just making sure, because I was like, wait. Threw me for a loop for a sec. Ooh, and another injury on one of those line women. So how many removals is that so far? That is 4. Right? 4 removals on the Amazons and 3... I mean, they're keeping toe.
Yeah. But usually you would get fewer against zones because you just need to roll so many pounds to get them. So this is actually not looking too bad for the Nurgle. I mean, they have the ball and the zones didn't score, so that's awesome.
And now they don't have the ball.
Presence actually. The Nurgle. Oh, no, they don't. That is right.
Crunch. And it's probably going to be pretty hard for them to get it back, especially if they stick all of those Amazons around it. Making a lot of going for it. Ooh, and going for it into a pickup. Succeeded.
So close.
But there's nowhere it can run.
The Amazons are burning rerolls like mad, though. That's 3 in 3 turns. And they don't have block on that carrier, because it's a wrestler. But the Nurgle are going to be hard-pressed to blitz it with block as well, so it doesn't matter that much. No, they can. They can.
Slice and Dice says, Sage, question mark, this is the wrong stream.
Hi there, Slice. Yeah, no, I'm a guest on the Twitch Global League stream.
Technically, so am I. I'm just a permanent guest.
True.
But another injury on the women.
That's called a prisoner.
Yes, a prisoner, indeed. They have imprisoned me.
But wait, you're an Aussie, right? So I don't. That's not, that was
completely fine. Don't worry about it.
Make those kinds of jokes. I have a way of interacting with people I know a little bit better, but we're not quite there yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm sorry that I'm not up to that level yet.
Oh, it's not about you per se. It's just
sure, it's not. I understand I'm not worthy.
So a permanent guest sounds just fine, actually.
It's alright.
Injured Amazons, yes.
I have a few actual, multiple, from the very beginning Australian families. I'm my family friends. And they constantly joke about convict, being Australian convicts and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I'm actually half American, half English, so that's my higgledy-piggledy. Although I lived in Australia my entire life, so... Well, no, actually, I lived in Japan for a year, but that's neither here nor there.
Half Chinese, half Japanese.
Sorry, that
was Kill Bill coming up all of a sudden.
Oh, good flick, that one.
It's not bad.
That explains the accent.
So-
Oh, yeah, really? Ah. Where did you think I was from, Monkey? Couldn't pin it. You didn't know.
I'm curious why he doesn't. Why doesn't he block the carrier some more?
I don't know, because maybe he thinks that the tentacles from the Beast of Nurgle will do. Wait, do they even have them? Yeah, the tentacles from the Beast of Nurgle he thinks might do it.
He has 2 dice into 2 dice on that wrestler, and he can push her in such a way that if she doesn't go down, she's still next to the.
I think he thought he. Oh, whoops. I think he was worried about getting the both down, it being wrestled all over, and then his Beast of Nurgle not being able to trap the others. It worked out for him anyway. She attempted for the dodge.
Made the tentacles fail to dodge. So sad.
Yep. 1 reroll left. After starting with 5. No rerolls for the Nurgle though. This has been a bit of a mess, hasn't it?
Yes, a lot of a mess. To be honest, matches with Amazons in them tend to often wind up in these mid of the game
Divulge
back and forth
into
brawls.
divulge into a brawl.
Exactly.
What happened
now, of
to
course,
it? What do you mean?
Have agility 3.
What do you mean picking up the ball? I thought we were just supposed to punch each other until the match ends.
Yep. If I were the Nurgle, I would have probably tried to free up the ball some more and then pick up with the rotor if need be. Because they're still agility 3, even though they look like a zombie.
Oh, okay, that red die worked out ish. Could have been a lot worse. And also,
Well,
yes, I do
both
agree,
of them doesn't
Caffeine
get you
Princess. The in-game tutorial kills your passion to learn the game.
Yes, it's awful.
That's why I didn't do it. Oh, again, succeeded on the tentacles, failed the dodge.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And an armor break to finish it up.
What's going on?
This is starting to look a lot like a draw, isn't it?
I mean, there's still chances, but I don't think... Oh! And there's another removed Zon. The Blodge as well. Oh no, it's the... Oh yeah, Blodge. Blodge with Tackle. Not that Tackle's very useful against the Nurgle.
That's another part of the reason why I like the Wrestle Witch and the Mighty Blow better than I would a Tackle. Because there's just so many matchups where people choose not to take dodge or just don't have the option.
Yeah.
And you wind up with a wasted skill. Whereas the wrestle is always going to be useful. You
Pretty
will
much.
not run into a team that doesn't have block.
You won't run into a well-built or good team that doesn't have block.
Well, I tend to not wind up at the bottom tables in these things, so yeah.
I wouldn't mind, actually, the team on the bottom, every single player has block. I wouldn't mind looking through the teams to see if there are any teams in this that don't have block. I wouldn't think so, and I don't think so, but I didn't actually, when I was doing the original team look-through, I'm not sure whether I looked through every single team or not.
Maybe Metal's Goblins, since he had the pro trolls. If he had pro on both trolls, that's 2 doubles. I'm not sure how many.
Bottom
stunties
tiers
we're
are allowed to
take.
have 4, I think.
Yeah, so he's managed to pick up the ball, but it's a bit of a case of too little, too late, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, the pass works.
The pass works out, but the catch doesn't.
So
If
close.
only, yeah, it was very
so
close. One more and he would have
Still
caught
got
it.
another shot next turn. Yeah.
And the Rodder caught it at the end. If there was one turn left, he would have gotten it.
I thought I was not paying attention to the timer. Ah, so sad to wind up with the ball in your hands near the end zone at the end of the game.
That would have
and not being able to run
that's
in.
like Nuffle himself flipping you the